head-to-head. The official eliminator for the WBO lightweight championship and for the vacant WBO Intercontinental Championship between Amir Khah from here in Bolton and Jansen from Derry Matth. Martin's ranked number 2 by the WBO, Amir's ranked number 4, and the winner of this fight we believe will be in a position, or we're told will be in a position to challenge for the title as soon as the WBO give us the go-ahead on that. So a lot for both of these guys to go for. It's a very intriguing fight, contrast of styles. I believe it's another fight that will bring out the best of Amia Khah, and an opponent will bring out the best of him. I know Tina Pally, Logan Pally's daughter, who's Martin's promoter, I know they're very confident. You don't get many bad fighters come from their stable. They're all quality fighters, and they all come to fight, as we see only a few months ago when Martin Kessler took on Joe Calzaghe. So we've got a good fight, a quality fight, which I believe will hopefully, if my man wins, because obviously I'm in the Amia Khah business as far as this fight's concerned, if he wins, we'll put him in a great position so that we can move towards his ambition of not only fighting but winning a world title before the end of the year. We've also got on the card the WBU Featherweight Championship between Derry Matth from Liverpool, lucky Liverpool last night, against Choy, 7 Peru. Young man down the end here who's a tough opponent. And I know this is going to be a cracking fight and going to bring the best out of Derry, and I'm sure going to bring the best out of Choy. We're looking forward to seeing that one as well, plus the undercard featuring some of the cracking fighters from this area, such as Michael Jennings, Anthony Crolla, Stephen Bell, Denzel Marcel, Tony Ballou, and Thomas Castello. So a great card we've got, some good fights. I know you've got a million questions to ask, so please feel free to do so.
Frank, this has put a lot more pressure on Amir, knowing that if he wins impressively, a world title could be.
I think the pressure's been on him for a long time, probably since he's been professional. Each fight, the pressure gets more. It's how you handle the pressure, and you know, certainly outside, looking at him from that point of view, he seems to be taking it in his stride.
Martin, what did you before this fight was made?
I know him. I saw him at the Olympics already, so I know him.
Have you been impressed with what you've seen?
Yes, I know. I think he's a great boxer, and I have a lot of respect for him, but I'm not afraid. But he's a great boxer.
Do you know Michael Kessler particularly well? Has he told you about what to expect in terms of the atmosphere?
No, not exactly, but I can imagine how it will be in the Bolton arena. So, what you will see.
It's not the first time that he's fighting abroad, so he's been out before.
Martin, in an ideal world, would you like to have been a little bit more active inside the last 18 months ahead of this fight? You're not concerned that you've only boxed once in 18 months? 18 months?
Yeah.
Is that not concerned?
No. I have been doing great preparations for this fight, so that's not really important preparations.
A few, and yeah, you know, he's good. No disrespect. I've trained hard. I've trained for his style. I've trained hard for the fight, just like I do for all the fights. And I'm just looking forward to it. You know, I'm in the best condition I can be in.
On Campbell? I don't know. But I think he probably does. No, I mean, no problem. I've worked with him before.
Oh, not really. I think they've got a tougher fight than Steve Foster. I mean, Choy's a great opponent. He's got an excellent record. He's a big hitter, as we all know. But as Amir said before, he's conditioned well. I'm fully conditioned and I'm ready to go.
It would have, like you said, it would have been a lot harder for you to have got up again for a fight, which you've obviously beaten the guy very well.
Oh, really? I mean, I get up for every fight. It's my job. I'm a professional fighter. I respect everyone the same way. I know I would have done a job again over Steve Foster. I plan on doing a job on Saturday night.
Jack, can you tell us the story of how Choy came to be over here?
Oh, right.
Yeah, you know how he's over here as a Mongolian fighting an Oldham.
Yes. Well, he came over, another Mongolian, brought over actually by a woman who I believe she'd done some kind of charity work in Mongolia. And he came over, and she lived in border country. And at that time, I had Charles Shepherd fight all Irelands. And somebody brought Choy down to see me. So, well, we got on what... He came down a disastrous night. Charles Shepherd, who was going great, was destroyed by Afif Djelti, a French Moroccan who destroyed a few others. So we talked, and he came down to Oldham, and he lived with my wife and I for a few years before he got his own flat. He's been there now about 6 years or 7 years. Well, that's how he came to be here. He came over, first of all, on a visitor's visa, and then, of course, after that, I had to start getting him work permits. But the biggest problem has been people don't want to fight him. They think he's some kind of fierce warrior, which actually he is. He called me Mr. Jack from the beginning, and I like that. He's very respectful. He's respectful of everybody until he gets in the ring. And it's all worked out well, but he does come from a very, very hard background. His family were nomads, and they continued to be nomads after he came over here until his father died about 2 or 3 years ago, and then his mother then came into the city of Ulaanbaatar. But he's one of